But let's put some of that serious stuff away and look at something fun that I thought of. Coffee's just the best. All right, the other day I was thinking about how different people are. All right, we're all human, but there's this huge spectrum from looking at a physical standpoint. So, I'm a man, but so is Brock Lesnar. It's like even though we're the same thing, we're not. If you were to put me and Brock Lesnar beside each other, and aliens came down to categorize us, they'd look at me and be like, oh, well, he's obviously the elf species of this planet. Like, and that's your Brock Lesnar, pointing at Brock Lesnar, and they'd be like, oh, well, he's either the normal size or he's like the giant species. So then I started thinking about how we're so different, and well, besides the obvious genetics and physical training, I started thinking of the nutrition part of it. And so I started looking at different people's diets and people from different occupations, and there are pretty big differences. So let's use me as a reference or a starting point. Okay, I'm about 6 feet tall. I can range from 170 pounds to 180 pounds. Okay, so I'm your average sized male. And I try to eat about 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day. Okay, so pretty average. All right. Now let's compare that to a Victoria's Secret model. Okay. Now there's these crazy requirements that they have to meet body-wise, where they have to be between 5'8", 6 feet, maybe a little taller, and then be below 18% body fat. And according to different reports, they eat about 1,200 calories per day. And so that's like half of what I eat. That's 1/3 of what I eat. About. So then I looked at something crazier. I looked at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's, what he eats. All right, he eats 5,000 calories a day, stretching it out to 7 meals per day. All right, throughout the day. Now that's intense. And it's not like he's eating Big Macs. You know, he's eating like broccoli, steak, chicken, eggs, rice. He's eating his veggies. And then I also saw that Division I linemen in football are about the same size, offensive linemen. But I'm not sure. They were saying that they eat about the same amount of calories, but I don't know. You know, they may do 3 or 4 meals a day. Okay. Then I started to think, who eats more than that? Is there anybody that eats more than that consistently? So I looked at different people that compete in the strongman competition. And I singled out this guy in particular that does strongman competitions, and he's one of the best and the most popular, the Mountain. The Mountain from Game of Thrones. Now, if you've never seen the Mountain, he's a freak. He's not. That's one person that I'm not. Like, he's an alien compared to me. So, if you've never seen him, he's 6'9" and weighs almost 400 pounds. Okay, so he's a legit mountain. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, though. Some Icelandic fella. He squatted 970 pounds, benched 528 pounds, and has thrown one of those 15 kilogram kegs 23 feet up in the air over this little pole thing above them. And he was getting a bunch of people asking him, hey, what do you eat? How many calories do you eat? You know, what do your meals look like? What's your meal plan? So he got on Facebook and posted what he eats. And he said he eats 10,000 calories a day. What? And he even posted a typical meal plan for the day. Let me read it off. Well, first I'll say, so at 6:50, he gets a morning workout in, does cardio core for about 30 minutes. He gets his supplements in, and then he gets a handful of almonds. Then at 7:30, okay, 40 minutes later, he eats 8 eggs, 200 grams of oats, blueberries, strawberries, and avocado. Then at 9:30, he eats 400 grams of beef, 400 grams of sweet potatoes, and a handful of spinach and greens. Then at 11:50, he gets his supplements, his BCAAs and glutamine. Then at 12 o'clock, he eats some chicken, 400 grams of chicken, 400 grams of potatoes, greens, some fruits. Then at 2, he blends a bunch of stuff. And then he eats again at 2:30 after he does, or no, at 2:30 he does his training, some more training for strongman. Then he takes all his stuff. At 5:30, 60 grams of protein plus 2 bananas. At 6 o'clock, he has 500 grams of beef, potatoes, and greens. 8:30, he eats again. He eats 500 grams of salmon, 500 grams of sweet potatoes. 10:30, he takes 50 grams of casein protein, or he'll eat 6 eggs plus an avocado, 30 almonds, and 50 grams of peanut butter. So that's a crazy amount of food. So he's eating every hour, almost. There's a couple 2-hour gaps in there. But he's eating a ton in the early part and the middle part of the day. And then it's like he even has to wake up, and like if he goes to bed after he eats at 8:30, he has to wake up again at 10:30 to take more stuff, to eat more stuff. And that's crazy. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think it's neat how there's so many different variables about how different people are, besides their genetics and how they train, but what they can eat. And now if you gave that same diet to me, I'd probably die. I'd get done with the first 2 meals, be like, oh, I'm good. I'm good for the day.